I'm Kare Iniba, and thank you so much for tuning in to Halo Halo, your one-stop for all things entertainment, lifestyle, and community with my very own APA twist. Joining us today is self-taught chef Yana Gilbuena, and she is also the woman behind the Salo series, the Salo Project.
Yes.
You went through 50 states in 50 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to know more about this and also how you became a chef. So
Okay.
welcome, Yana. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, Kat.
First, take me back to how you decided to get into food and becoming a chef.
So I started doing Filipino pop-up dinners back in Brooklyn, and it was just more of like a creative outlet because I was working like a normal 9-to-5 job, and most of my friends were doing farm-to-table pop-up, and I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I love that it gathers people from all walks of life to share food, and I thought it needed a little cultural component, and at that time, no one was doing Filipino food, really.
Oh, so this is a really ignorant question. What is a pop-up dinner? I've never been to one.
Okay, so there's a couple of differences, I would say, because a pop-up dinner means just like it's a one-night engagement.
Right.
And it's just like having a dinner party.
Okay,
But
so you just pick the venue.
Pick the venue, I make the menu, pretty much like give out the invitations to anyone who's pretty much open to it.
Right.
And a pop-up restaurant is something different where it's kind of like in a temporary space but for an extended period of time.
I see.
Yeah. And you can order a la carte versus a dinner is prefix. Yeah.
So you moved this from New York and took it all around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how difficult was that, first of all?
I didn't, because my background was not really in culinary. I came from like a lot of different backgrounds.
I hear med school?
Yeah. So I was pre-med back in college, and then after that I moved over to like architecture when I was here in LA. So I was like in the whole interior design, furniture design industry for the past 7 years.
Oh, wow.
And that was like kind of like my life when I moved to New York also. And I had no idea about the culinary world except that I love to cook for myself and for my friends, and I love to eat. So
and they loved your food. So
exactly.
You're like, I'm gonna share with everybody else.
Yeah, and at that time, I really was craving like arroz caldo. You know, and it was,
I just had that with turkey.
oh yeah, like juke.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
So and it was like in the dead of winter in Brooklyn, and I was like, why can't I even order this in Seamless? Like, this is New York. Like, I should be able to order whatever I want, you know? And it just made me think like of how Filipino food is not that known at all. You know, you kind of have to find like either find it in someone's house or like all the way in Queens or like kind of on the bougie side in Manhattan, you know, and I'm like, I'm not willing to pay for that. Not yet anyway, you know.
Exactly.
But, and I really was just craving the flavors of home at the end of the day. So.
And then just educating others that aren't Filipino, or maybe people like me who are Filipino American.
Yeah.
Because you focus on 3 different regions of in the Philippines.
Every time I do a menu, I try to incorporate dishes from each region. So one from Luzon, one from Visayas, and one from Mindanao. And I try to have an educational component as well, like teaching them the history of why, let's say, Kare Kare is from an influence in India because of the curry.
Oh,
you know,
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's why we call it Kare Kare, because it sounds like curry.
Curry.
Yeah,
I love that, but it's more like a peanut curry. Yeah. I like that. So it's educational. Do you also do the research on all of that, or do you work with a team? It's all you.
It's all me. It's like a one-woman show.
Oh, wow. And then I hear that when you traveled to all the states, you actually stayed at people's houses.
Yeah, I couch surfed.
You couch surfed. How was that experience like?
To be honest, it was kind of fun because how I couch surf anyway is like I reach out to my network on Facebook and then friends of friends. So there's always like a second-degree relationship. But if it comes to like the very end where I actually don't know anyone, let's say in like Bismarck, North Dakota, like I turned to Twitter. I was like,
you're like, hey guys.
Yeah, and then this woman was like, I can help you out. I did not know this woman. And she was like, you can stay with me. And I'm like, okay. Sure. I just met you on Twitter.
Right? Yeah. You're like, I'll cook you a meal for one night if I stay at your place.
Exactly. Food is my currency.
Right? I'll take it.
Yeah.
What has the experience been like when they do eat your food or they join the pop-up dinners?
The responses are very mixed, you know, especially a lot of them are not familiar at all with like what Filipino food is. And I kind of have to explain to them that, you know, we are pretty much the original fusion because of the way our history was, you know. We had so many influences just because of trading and then because of colonization and later on, you know, just globalization in general. Right. So our food really reflects our history, and it's hard for people to grasp that because they're like, so is it like Spanish? Is it like Malay? And I'm like, yeah, it's a little combination. Yeah. It is. So for them, it's familiar, but at the same time, it's new. So it's they kind of like it because they have something that it's kind of similar to something, but at the same time, it's a different format. So they enjoy it. I think so.
Yeah. Which was your favorite place to do a pop-up dinner?
Hawaii.
I was gonna ask why, but it's probably pretty obvious. Right?
I mean, it's like the Philippines. It's in America.
Yeah.
But I do love a challenge though. Yeah. Like I think I really enjoyed being in the Midwestern states because they were the most receptive out of all. Like like. And that was the most unexpected one because a lot of my friends were like very apprehensive at first. They were like, oh, you're going to go to Boise, Idaho, or you're going to go to Des Moines, Iowa. Like, how do you think they're going to react to like Filipino food? And actually, they really loved it. And they showed so much support, like the farmers, the local news was there, you know, everyone just like came together and it was nice.
Yeah, that is nice. And it's a whole experience too because it's, what is it called? Kamayan style. Yeah. I've never eaten that way. I mean, I've eaten with my hands on a plate, but I've seen that whole experience. I'm like, I gotta go to one of these.
Oh, you better come on Saturday.
I know, right? Yeah. I'm gonna come up to one of yours. Now, you're headed to South America, I hear.
Yes.
Next year. How are you gonna do all the same way?
Same way.
Same way.
And I'm planning on hitting cities that like that I know people, or if not, like any recommendations that they say, like I have to go to like Cartagena, for example, not just Bogota in Colombia, you know, and just. And I still have a Filipino passport, so it's like easy for me to go to these countries. Yeah. So without having to really take a visa, so that's great.
That is great. Are you planning the recipes now, or are you just gonna do you kind of wing it when you get there? See what's
kind of like flying by the seat of my pants.
Oh my gosh.
I like the challenge.
Yeah, you do like the challenge. It sounds thrilling. Can I come with you?
Yes, please. Can you be my documentarian?
Right. Speaking of documentarian, you did document some of your experiences, right?
Yes.
Will we be able to see any of that, or is that available?
Well, I need an editor.
Any editors out there
that wants to like you know help me make this documentary of the 50 states? You're more than welcome. But I started like vlogging, about it. I had a YouTube up to like 26 states.
Okay.
So I know I need to continue, but it's kind of hard for me with like cooking and then having to put the GoPro somewhere and then editing it later.
Yeah, maybe I will take you up on that offer.
Okay.
But to see the videos that you do have now from the 26 states, where can we go? What's your channel?
It's youtube.com/Salo series.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your story and our culture with everybody else.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Again, for more information on Yana, all you have to do, or to check out her videos, all you have to do is check out her YouTube channel, which is on your screen. Don't go anywhere because we have more entertainment and lifestyle news when we return.